Hi yo people, I'm back with another video. It's been a while still. But yeah fam, this one I wanted to talk about some things that I've been seeing on the online thing, the social media thing, and it's the idea that we've all got the same 24 hours. And see, this one's a funny one because people would think, and even myself would feel like I'm a big proponent of the fact that, yeah, we've all got the same 24 hours, like make it or break it, you know what I'm saying? It's all on you, but I feel like, you know what, we do actually, like, physics would say, maths would say, we've all got the same 24 hours, but we haven't all got the same opportunities. Do you know what I'm saying? In life, like, for example, if you just want to look drastically, the first world versus the third world, like, we're all living in completely different spheres. So everyone's not got the same kind of access to resources and opportunities to get themselves started. And that's one thing that you've actually got to be really aware of. But if you flip it, that's another reason why we have to be grateful. Do you know what I'm saying? This isn't about gratitude, even though gratitude is very important, but it's more like you got to look around, and even though we haven't, you know what I mean, we've all got the same 24 hours, but we haven't got all the same opportunities. You have to look at like, okay, am I a person with like adverse opportunity? Do you know what I'm saying? If you're someone that even knows of the fact of we've all got the same 24 hours, like, you have to say you're quite a privileged person. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got the internet, we've got the social media, we've got the connectivity, but there's so much more to it, you know what I'm saying? On the topic of success, that's like, if you've never heard of the phrase, we've all got the same 24 hours, it's basically like, usually it comes out when people are questioning or prodding a successful person, and their response is usually like, we've all got the same 24 hours, if I did it, you can do it, you know what I'm saying? Which is, okay, because there's two sides to it, you know what I'm saying? There's the hustle, entrepreneur, I'm trying to make it. Like, if you're someone that's trying to make it, that's what you want to hear. You want to hear, if I did it, you can do it. We've all got the same 24 hours. That's what you want to tell yourself, because that's how you're going to get into the mindset of, okay, I'm going to make this happen. There's other people on the other side of the spectrum, which is, there's probably two groups of people, do you know what I'm saying? There are just the pessimists, the cynics, and those people who just want to doubt, and the naysayers. Anytime they see someone with success, they want to be like, put it down, like, oh, but you had this, or but you had that. Like, that's so pointless. Like, it doesn't, it's just status signaling, you know what I'm saying? They're not trying to, okay, how can you actually do it? They're just trying to be like, hey, you think you're better than, you know what I'm saying? Those people are not helpful people. Don't listen to those people, ignore them. And then there's some kind of people that's like, maybe they do want to be successful, maybe they do want to get to a place better, but they recognize that, okay, but I didn't have what you've got. I haven't had the opportunity, I haven't had the privilege. And it's true, upbringing is very important. Like, growing up with two parents can be a very simple thing that helps with going, what kind of school, if you go to a public school, private school, how much money you grow up with. These can all be things that contribute to where you get to in life. So even though we've all faced a day the same, we've got the same outlook, but we're not in the same planes. And environment is actually a very, very high like influencer in terms of where you go in life. Like, for myself, I've noticed it from going to secondary school, college, university, and now just working by myself. The way you act and the way you operate and the habits you have and how you tackle life, although everyone's got an internal compass of what's right to do and how they work, where you are and who you're surrounded by is very important. But on the flip side, because I'm not really, I don't know if I've even got a position, but I'm just explaining my thoughts, it's, you can't use that as a detractor of to why you can't make of, oh, I went to public school, man, I never got to go to private school, oh, I went to a bad neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, everyone's around me is on this. Like, you can make it regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've all got the same 24 hours. It's not a great argument, but it's not an excuse, you know what I'm saying? You can't, like, if you want to sit online or on the internet and look at someone saying, oh, we've all got the same 24 hours and get angry, you're not going to make it. Like, facts, bro. Like, simple. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that's the level that you're playing at right now, it's like, oh, we've all got the same, like, you're mocking it, and it's like, oh yeah, it's easy for you to say. Well, you know what I'm saying? You're already playing the wrong game, because you're focused on what else someone else is doing. If anything, the way you want to look at it is, you want to take the gems, ignore, okay, you know what, you had this, I don't have that, but you still came from not nothing, or maybe you turned 1 to 2, or 0.5 into 1, do you know what I'm saying? You still turned less into more. We haven't got the same opportunities, but if you can do it, I can do it, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not so different from me. Like, if you're like the same kind of caliber, like, you know what I'm saying? If I look, say if, I don't want to say when, but, you know what I'm saying? Let's say I blow, you know, like, within 5 years or whatever now, and I'm rich and I'm telling you something, I'm like, yo, listen, you can do it too. Like, if I was young, I was black, I grew up in London, I went to public school, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with African parents. We may have vastly different in-betweens, but we've got enough, and I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of do it like me if you get the kind of thing like, there's enough similarities to see that, okay, if this person's done it, I can do it. And that's the way I like to look at it. I look at successful people that look like me, and I've seen them, and I've met some of them, and it's like, right, like, if you're doing it, wow, like, why can't I? Like, I've met someone who's like, I think they were like 50 or something. I told him about my life circumstances. He said, yeah, you should be a billionaire by 40. That's what he said to me. He just said, yeah, I'm like, what, you're 20 something now? Yeah, you've got your head, like, you know what's going on. Yeah, you should be a billionaire by 40. He didn't say millionaire, he said billionaire. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Anyone can, like, in life, like, anyone can make it. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Like, there are 100 reasons why you can't make it, but don't listen to that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want to... Some people, like, I don't really understand. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm on that side. I'm on the we've all got the same 24 hours side. Like, I don't say it, but if it was two groups of people, I'd be on that side. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, we've all got the same 24 hours. And it's even, I'll even critique myself because I'm always trying to be successful. I'm always trying to make it. I'm always trying to get more. I'm always trying to do more. But sometimes the way I use my time isn't efficient. Like, for example, I was on the phone with my boy yesterday, the other day. We're speaking, like, I'm on the phone for quite a while, and we were talking about business, we were talking about money, we were talking about plans, like I need a new website building, we were talking about that, but I was like, okay, it was a conversation which I initially called in for business, but was that time the most efficient? Do you know what I'm saying? If I was trying to achieve goals, like, something the next day, that I was like, oh man, if I took care of that yesterday, today would have been a better day. Do you get what I mean? That's what they kind of mean when they say you've all got the same 24 hours. How you use your time kind of defines how you will live your life. And I saw a tweet on this the other day. Basically, everything you've got in life is a lagging version of your actions, if that makes sense. So basically, the amount of money you've got right now is a lagging variable of your financial habits. Like, if you've got a lot of money, you've got abundance, you've got, you made some good financial decisions down the line, or you inherited, whatever. Or if you're really rich, you've got a six-pack, you're healthy, it's a lagging version of the time that you're jogging, going to the gym, putting in the work. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're the opposite of these things, it's because you're doing you know what I'm saying, you're overeating, you're doing it. So how you are and where you get to in life is determines on your actions and your habits, what you do on an everyday basis. I think that's a better way of saying it. What you do with your time, like if you're spending your time, you're going to the gym, you're reading, you're trying to learn a new skill, you're always studying, you're doing online courses, like if you've got a business, you're doing outreach to new clients, like you're putting in all these things. That's what you do with your time. Then if 5 years down the line you've got a successful business, you're really healthy, you're really fit, and you're really knowledgeable, is that a surprise to anyone? Do you get what I mean? That's what it's kind of thing. If you spend all your time is you just work, and then after work you just go out on the weekends, drinks, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just all you do. If in 5 years, like, you know what I'm saying, you're working the same job, you haven't got a lot saved because every time you get paid you spend it, like, it's not rocket science, you get what I mean? It's not to like critique anyone of their lifestyle, it's just be aware of what you do with your time is where you're going to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are getting onto a certain person, but it's like, if someone's taking action to put themselves in a place, and once they get an opportunity, they capitalize on it, and then they take it to the next stage, like, they put themselves in that position and they took those actions. Obviously, there's luck involved in everything. Absolutely, ask any successful person. Anything that goes right, it could have just gone wrong. And there's loads of things that have gone wrong. If they'd just gone right, you'd be in a different position. Like, I myself, in my own life, like, there's things that if one situation went an inch to left or a day after, like, 6-figure differences. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, facts. But that's just life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could call it unlucky or it just wasn't meant to be. I wasn't ready for it. Do you get what I mean? So it's all about putting yourself in these positions, giving yourself these opportunities, and capitalizing on what you do with your time. So if you want to be a successful person, like, it sounds basic, but start reading about what successful people do. Build these habits, you know what I mean? And not everybody wants to be successful. So that's why everyone kind of mocks this. We've all got the same 24 hours. Some people, they say, what about if I just want to enjoy it? What if I just want to... That's the kind of fundamental difference, because obviously, look, I want to be successful, but I also want to enjoy my life. But I value working hard and achieving and building things way more than I enjoy living my life right now. Like, I don't go out on the weekends and do shit. Like, I just don't. I work on the weekends, or at least I relax at home. Like, I don't go out and I try not to spend more money than I need to. You know what I'm saying? I've got a long-term vision plan. Like, if I was this year right now, I'd be doing lifestyle right now. I'd just be spending. Every time I get paid, I'd do something. But I'm thinking long term, I'm thinking future. So I invest, I save my money, I invest it, and I'm always trying to build more of my skills and what I'm doing to get to where I want to be. Like some people speak to me, say, oh, you're doing this, or that's quite good, or you know what I'm saying? It's all investments, you know what I'm saying? All I do in my time is invest because I'm future biased. I'm young right now, so I've got time, I've got energy, I've got focus. I can make a lot of money, and I can probably lose it 2 or 3, God forbid. I've done enough loss for my life, but I could make a fortune, lose it, make a fortune, lose it, and still have enough time to like be rich for the rest of my life. Like, if I get rich in the next 10 years, but God forbid, well, not God forbid, but like, if it takes me 30 to figure it out and to kind of finally get a successful business, then I've still got to 40 to 50 to 60 to 70. Do you know what I'm saying? There's time, but you can always do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's some of people's things why you should enjoy your 20s versus invest and work. But it's like, once you get to 30 and you've enjoyed your 20s, you're just going to be like, oh shit, like, you know what I'm saying? I could have done this when I was 20. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or you being into things like financial freedom,
yeah,
stuff like that. So I guess just talk on that and tell us where that comes from.
Okay, obviously, I believe anybody can do anything they put their mind to, innit? And I believe the best way to live everybody's life is you should be living your life in a way that if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? And set up your life in that way. So I think
24 hours.
Bro, that's
Is it? 24 hours.
Nah, bro. But do you know what it is? I've got a video coming up on that in a couple of days. But it's like, I say, if you're watching this anyway, you're in the first world, like, we've got a very unique opportunity. Like, before we even record, I was saying, like, right, like, this is the only time in society that we can all sit here now, put microphones, record it, put up to the internet. People you don't know are gonna watch it. That's crazy. That's mind blowing. We don't even understand the network effects of that. Like, you know, probably in your life, you know 1,000 people. You know 1,000 people. I'll know 1,000 people. Those 1,000 people know 1,000 people. Between us, that's 3 million people. Like, 1,000 times 1,000. Like, we're only 1-2 steps away from anywhere in the world. Like, the
degrees of separation.
Yeah, it's actually 7. It's actually 7. But I can't lie. Being in London, being young, like, being connected. Like, we're only 1 or 2 people. Like, the internet is very, very, very powerful. But on the financial freedom, I just believe we're not living in that kind of day and age where you need to go to, obviously I went to uni, I'll say this now, but I believe this, and I'll always argue with my uncles and mum, but it's like, I don't think we need to live in this generation where you need to go study, get a degree, focus and stay in this career for 30 years and do that. Like, 100%. We're living in this podcast, inshallah, God willing, like, bro, in a couple years time, bro, this could be bread and butter. You man could be having TV shows, you could be in New York doing the mad thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's limitless. It's limitless.
Yeah,
so
no, it's true, it's true.
Find your passion. Find something you really care about. That's what I'm doing on YouTube. Like, my YouTube, I'm doing it now. It's more of a passion project and side project. Every now and then, like I said with the comments, like, people message me, random people I don't know, like 16, 17, 18 year olds, like, bro, like, it's inspirational. You're helping me think bigger. Like, I think I can do more than I thought I could. It's like, bro, like, I'm just talking about my life and it's helping other people. All right, cool, I'll do it then. It doesn't have to make money. It doesn't have to do this. It's helpful, but